I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. LFG go. Could have been Pepetaum. Proszę bułeczka. No ładnie, a chyba z drugiej strony miała jeszcze dziąsło. For a moment, Buka had a irritated Gam. What land do I play second? Urza Saga. That will let me play the Onion Ring on the next turn. Is Buka better now? I think she is, so like I wanted to check her tooth, but I think I checked from the wrong side, so I'll need to check again in a moment, but that included taking Buka every night and holding her firmly, using some cat toothpaste and smearing it all over the inflamed place. Bro, the slick shot deck is so good. Like no cap? Or cap? What are my thoughts on Oran Reef versus Kessig? I think Kessig's effect is slightly better, and untapped, I probably shouldn't have drawn, whatever. Untapped colorless is roughly as good as tapped green. But sometimes you'd want to grind a little bit harder and you can't with Oran Reef in some spots. In most games it's not gonna make a difference, but I think in those when it makes a difference, I think it's typically a bit better to have the Wolf Run. Which is to say that Wolf Run is a little bit of overkill, but sometimes overkill is actually yeah, you sometimes need overkill to kill your opponent for what they have. Oh no, my Mr. Beast just died. What a bad card, you play it and it dies immediately. Uro vibes. What matchups do I bring EE for? Zoo. Mainly, and not really much else. Lol, not allowed to say streamer's name. You can say Canister. I started to run explosives when Zoo adopted Dumping Sphere a lot, and explosives kills Dumping Sphere while also clearing Kavus at the same time. That's pretty convenient. It's funny that's actually a Gruul deck. Oh, wait, blue and a white spell, I guess. 3.1 and 78% of decks. I'll keep. This is why I am afraid to play Amulet on MTGO even after top 8ing in paper. The triggers, ... What did you say about the hand, Ria? I think it's a perfectly fine hand. Well, we won't learn what runs in mind. Try to post. Canister. Well, try spelling it right. Maybe then it's gonna work. But yeah, I did add canister as a banned word. So one time, that's funny. Spelunking. With Ray Bounceland, we can just play Titan next turn. Whoops. If not, I can crack map for Radiant Fountain next turn and worry Bounceland too. Have I ever laughed? Yes, I laugh pretty often on stream too, like that's in fact pretty common. Like, I don't know, people ask me that a lot, but many chatters will attest to the fact that I laugh periodically when something makes me feel funny. Yeah, all sense comments, for example, don't do that always, but occasionally. Yeah, maybe Twitcher just thinks they're more funny than they are. We have a round to play though. Against Pachi, last seen playing Zoo. Playing Zoo, Numa you. Giganta will spring. And doesn't really do much. And plays turn 3 ring on the play. This clip will hurt your brain. You've been warned. Holy shit, I've been warned. Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer. Oh, monkey. Can 2-drop and hold Stubborn Denial, so can't really Stubborn Denial my thing anymore. My ring. Territorial Kavu. I'm playing triple Crumbling Vestige today, chat. Hello, I cut the Castle Garen break for it. I have a suspicion that it might just be a better card. Numa Umaye. No bounce land. It's more than good at the moment. I mean, it's fine. Why has Primeval Titan no reach? Is he small? Well put. Primeval Titan, I consider it to be a pretty gigantic creature, so it's weird that it doesn't. Again had rhinos, besides that it was the same. Oopsie, that's because magic is boring at large. It's actually the truth. Well, Kavlar Man, it sounds awful, but that's probably why the chatter is asking. I have not played any games of that. Maybe Dryad should block the Brawler. Because Binding now could... Like, I guess I would die to Binding Flames, or like Binding Flames Bolt. Because the Kavu has Trample anyways. Even if I destroy the ley line. So there was little point in doing what I did. I should have... Or maybe I should have made a construct and like blocked. Probably should have blocked the Dryads. But if I die to Binding Bolt Ball, that's gonna be kind of a shame. Bolt Flames rather. Also giving Villain an untapped land for like Binding Flames if they needed that. Which Villain didn't take, but... Hi Canister, how much will Modern change with MH3? It will. Okay, Tribal Flames on the Dryad, that's fine. Guess unless I get stabbed on my pact, which I will. Seems like it. Okay, good. Guess I will not. How I solved Modern post MH3? No, I'm still hoping that the Magus of the Moon Merfolk is a fake and I can just play Titan. Fulku, jakbyś proszę nie gryź mojego kabla Xiller czy coś, to byś był tak zajebistym kotem, nie? A na razie to jesteś trochę gremlinem. Will I live react to the new cards when they stream? Is it in 5 hours or in 3 hours? Will all the decks disappear? Maybe. Zajebały żule mi końcówkę od konewki. Circle of Magi for every land type? Nah. They're all fake. Territorial Kavu. Roxanne is in the sideboard. I border against decks where she's good, which is Moon decks, more specifically Magus decks. is enough for Scion decks also. I refuse to bring in a sweeper that doesn't kill my opponent's best threat. O kurwa, 2 leyline. Kind of tempting to kill Ikavu instead of Ragavan. Probably is gonna be a quick Prelim, yeah. Like this deals 2 damage per turn. Not an issue unless steals ring. But Kavu deals so much damage. Oh, this Kavu. Zajebały żule mi końcówkę od konewki. That is a Giganta Gringing, I like that. Does he really not have a Amulet answer? Nice keep, brother. It's better to play the Onion Ring than the Ent. Before my opponent can stab something properly. Like the leyline is also just so weird. Like it does happen occasionally that Scion leyline wins you the game, but it's so odd to see that not boarded out, because what else are you boarding out? Like what do you think is worse than a leyline that you're cutting? Any creature seems better. Any burn spell seems better. You can take the damage from the lands. Hey, you can even board out Scion, right? That's kind of weak. And we're not casting the Generous Ent. I mean, we still can. Because I do have 12 mana, so I'll cast a... Or I'll cast it. Gówno. That's a good one. Put back Wolf Run. Pact. Don't grief scam me, just play Ragavan. Oh, thanks. Maybe I should put back Dryad overpacked. Guess it will be better against Leylina. Against Grief. Or Thoughtseize. Singular. Well, it's not fine to draw one later. In fact, you don't want to draw multiples later. Like, it's just, if you open a bit, you have 3-4 devotion. It doesn't do anything else. It's just like a ramp spell. If it's in your opening hand, it's a ramp spell. Otherwise, you probably don't play it for the entire game. Wait, they're not playing anything? I wonder if I should just play Forest and pass. That's weak against a 4-mana Grief. Dryad could block the Ragavan. Yeah, make creature. It's not necessarily better than Forest casting. Yes, simply Onion. If it's in your opening hand, it ramps you by a lot. If you draw it in your opening hand, it's a free ramp spell. If not, then it's a blank. I could go Turf, Dryad, replay Saga, but then I'm not titanining on the next turn. Well, but Dryad in play is not necessarily better than Dryad in hand when my opponent has mana open. That's my point. Because opponent didn't... So, like, opponent kept a 2-lander. Or a 3-lander. With an extra Blackleaf Cleaves. And no 2-drop. No, but then they would play a 3 mana card. So they kept a 2-landers. They probably have 5 spells, most likely. Small chance they have... No, they just have 5 spells. So like push is likely amongst them. So the lines I'm considering are Forest, pass. Turf. Bounce Saga, play Dryad, replay Saga. Turf, Dryad, play Forest, pass. Or Turf, creature, pass. Their hand has no Thoughtseize. It has 5 spells, so that is unlikely to have both Grief and Scam Tricks. It does not have 2-drops. So it could be like Fable Shouldered, Bolt, Terminate, Grief. Or no Grief but a Undying Trick. Or no Grief, 2 Undying Tricks. 2 Removal Shouldered. Yeah, maybe more Ragavan too is possible. So I think it is actually relatively unlikely for them to even have a Grief at all. So I'll play Gruul Turf and I'll make a dude to make a construct, and then I'll bounce back Turf, and if they have no discard I win next turn. But they need to discard. They would play Grief if they had it right, not necessarily. Would just wait for a combat trick, or would cast it next turn for 4 mana. I think they would do either of those actually. Much happier. What the exile? Shouldered, makes sense. Drew Mirrorpool, that's not good, but I mean, we win, so. Well, the Mirrorpool in hand is kind of awkward. No! Kurwa, no nie, ja pierdolę też. Oh no! Oh, I've been fooled by the stupid trigger. No, I can't Titan. So fucked up. Ay ay ay. Former MPL, by the way, this is misclick type error. What does MPL have to do with it? Probably gonna have removal for Dryad. Now I can't even play Titan on the next turn. Dobra, już nie pierdol, Olsen. Cię zbanuję na godzinę. Jeszcze coś dodasz. Anyway, not the first time I've been confused by that shoulder draw step trigger when you are waiting for the classic Saga main phase trigger. It's a bit rough. Maybe they won't have a removal spell for the Dryad somehow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so I guess we don't block. To dodge bolt. Too bad, I think we played well and we got a pretty good read on my opponent's hand. Croxa makes sense too, I guess. Wouldn't sacrifice a treasure for it. Undying. Now I'll block the monkey. Not to die. Or I'll get pushed and I will not. Seems like villain kept the worst hand ever though. You know there is no terminate because they would have killed me. So we're free to Titan. This time I click my land in my main phase. This was like the worst scam hand ever. It literally didn't have a single, like against Titan at least, literally didn't have a single card that matches up well against Titan. No właśnie powiedziałem co powiedziałem, nie? Bo Ragavan chuja zrobił w tej grze, jeżeli sobie przeanalizujesz co tu się wydarzyło. Ah, free grace on the draw. I have 3 sweepers, I don't need dismember. I keep. Bro, can you imagine some people advise porting out amulets against scam? It's crazy to me. Plus villain takes my amulet, what else, right? Oj, to full cool. Niesporny kocie. Don't you want to play monogreen weird ramp in modern? Well, I do. That's literally what I'm playing, but yeah, Amulet is good in that deck. It's the thing. Don't grief. Wow, Fulek. Take grief and take ring. We have 2 looks at. We got 2 looks at a Titan to win. I guess Mirrorpool's in my hand, so maybe not quite win, but. Seems worth taking a shot. I'll only have 1 land afterwards, which is a bit awkward, but. I did not play when Cloudwas was legal, no. Did you? Oh, holy shit. Well, we don't win because I have Mirrorpool in my hand, so I can only attack for 6 and set up the West. Maybe set up Boseiju, but Villain just scoops, so. So we just got a turn to win after my opponent cast 2 discard spells. Great hand. Psychic Frog would be a perfect fit for your Zadek EDH deck. Same. Mortuary. So I guess Yawgmoth. Avenging Ooze, wow. Holy shit, villains like not even trying today. Point has conceded the game. I have the Stormtrap, maybe I can also Fire Spout. What a beautiful hand. I hope my opponent doesn't have 3 Fulminator Mages. I sure do, yeah. Sometimes people play Forest, Halfling, and then they still play Fulminator Mage, and I think that's fucked up. Punished. You may fire spotted, but I am a bit greedy. Nice. Well, I guess I need a bounce land. Greece is really good in this matchup. Post board, I think. Probably shouldn't even board out many. Yeah, Greece is bad pre-board, but very good post-board. Canister confirmed not human after casting Dismember on Yogg. True. Bounce land. Storm's Wrath, let's go. Classic Storm's Wrath. Can you explain why Greece is better post-board? It's because pre-board Titan races you, but post-board you stop Titan from racing you with disenchants. Alright, Pulse of Vigor. It's gonna be bad, but maybe it's not there. Okay, odds could have been worse. And when your hand is disenchants and Grease is... Like, look at my opponent's hand. They played Bigger Poison and Pulse of Vigor. They got swept. But they still have a Yogg move that's very good with Grease because they just create a monster every turn. So they just have a lot of card draw in it. We should sack Young Wolf first. It's a suggestion though. Oh, Villain is not doing too great. They do have 5 cards, but they didn't do anything last turn. Seems like they flooded. Maybe they have another Grease or another Force of Vigor. What they pitch to? Force. Young Wolf. Cauldron. Well, that's solid. Pochuju. Ay, ay, ay. Pretty dead. Yeah, 4, they can kill me with Proliferate. Holy shit, Ones Runstein. It was a bit awkward, but Villain barely got there. But Firespout is just so weak against Greased, I think. Maybe just skip Firespout. Isn't Roxanne good? Doesn't seem like it. It's a 5-mana shock against a deck where the main threats are a Stone Rain person, a 2/4 and a Planeswalker. Kurwa, ten kolos musi być w ręce każdej startowej. Yebaka. Oh, you can kill Hapatra with Roxanne. Holy shit, that changes everything. Ale gówno, ja pierdolę, no. So I guess Firespot once again disappointed this game. Chroni amulety przed Pypusią, nie? No co za typ będzie chronić amulety w turze. Już jest dawno po. Have I ever followed with Titan? Plenty times. Actually, I don't know about plenty, but can check the exact amount. Does Yogran any hand hate? They board Fotsies pretty often. If I draw Titan, I can cast it now. No Titan, I move to 5. Probably should have priority in the Rense because if they mill Grease or Yawgmoth, I want to destroy Cauldron immediately. Maybe not. No chujowo. Maybe they have nothing to. Vesuva. Suruva. Oh no, exile my Vesuva. Seems like I do have nothing. Vesuva was milled, so that's a bit awkward. Saying Titan versus Mr. Beast, deciding if I want to copy the amulet, deciding if Mr. Beast maybe. He kept on top, could be a, like anything Yawgmoth greased, something like that. Mr. Beast has many blanks. Given how they played, forced isn't unlikely. Yeah. Yeah, I can't quite win without copying an amulet, and I think we are in the business of winning. If Vesuva was in my deck, I could copy amulet, Rather, I could play Bounce Land, then I have play Titan, and I copy the Amulet in response to the trigger, and then if they force, then I have a Titan in play still. If I just copy, then if they have force, then they stop me from Titaning and I lose. Same is true for Boseiju. Wouldn't I have force when I copied the Amulet before? No, because I had another Gardens. I think it's not crazy for them to have force. I think the easiest line, like the... also makes sense for them not to have it. And the lines, it's pretty easy, pretty hard to cobble together a line that beats force and also beats a card they left on top of their deck. Because if they left a Grease, Yawgmoth or Fulminator, like a Amuletless Titan still doesn't win it. So let's just copy and hope it's not there. No i chuj, kurwa. Ay. I think if we hadn't Mulligan to 5, we would probably win this game pretty easily.
Okuwa.
Rather, if my hand had, you know, more resources and if we drew something before turn 7, I guess.